Oh, my hair is all short. Okay. I need to breathe because I am very annoyed right now. I'm 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 so annoyed right now. And if I don't breathe, I'm going to let that annoyance overwhelm me. Go live. Create a post. Content. Live videos. I don't even know. Like, something is wrong. Like, I don't know what. It's telling me not connected. Oh my God. Okay. Okay. Hi. Oh, babe. I'm happy that you're here. I'm happy that you're in a good spirit because is that Janai? Hi, Janai. Oh, okay. First of all, I'm gonna just let y'all know I need to breathe. I need to do a little breathing exercise. I need to be here in the moment because YouTube is pissing me the F off. Okay. I already scheduled a live and I had to start a whole new one because for some reason my camera isn't picking up and there's people over there waiting. So let me drink some water and we're gonna get into this, okay? Because I could feel my body like buzzing with annoyance right now. And I just want to be here in the moment. Okay, it's Wednesday. Thank you that you're here. We're going to do 3 deep breaths with me. Just breathe with me. So I can be here with you and deliver everything that I'm meant to deliver. I'm going to do 1 deep breath, 4 seconds in, 10 seconds out, and then recite a short affirmation. And then we'll get started. Okay? All right. And this is meant to like open up the pineal gland. So we're going to do 4 seconds in and then 10 seconds out on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Deep breath in and out. Mm. Mm. Thank you, thank you, thank you. There is nothing serious going on here. Everything is okay. We are abundant and we are always in perfect timing. We're about to have a powerful conversation. And I'm open and ready to deliver, and I hope you're open and ready to receive. Let's get into it. Okay, again, I have to apologize. I don't like being late, even though I believe that we're always right on time. That one says the live streaming isn't available. Guys, what is happening today? Hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on. I have to let the girls in. The girls, the guys. This is very, by the way, this is very human design 3 and 6 line. So if you are a human design 3 or 6 line, you know what? This is literally how our life is. We be messing up in front of everybody. And that's the point of being the role model. So I'm just going to accept it today because the role model likes to be perfect. That's kind of our gist. Like we do not like to mess up, but a part of us being the role model is messing up in public and in front of people. So, oh, thank you. Hi, Kaden. Welcome. Hi, Hey. So I can breathe now because I feel like everybody has the correct link. And once Janae taps in, then I know we're good to go. Okay. But I'm going to respect everybody's time. So, welcome, welcome, welcome. I did have a whole plan. Let me tell y'all, I was listening to one of my mentors, and what he was talking about was so inspiring. I was like, yeah, I'm about to talk about that in my own way. And so the topic was, maybe that's why the other live didn't start. The topic was get better at learning. Now, very important conversation, right? However, as I was scrolling online, I just saw like one of my favorite people posted a picture, and it was so many filters on the picture that I could not even see her. And just like how a generator is moved to take action, as soon as I saw that, I was like, nah, that's not what I'm supposed to talk about. I'm supposed to talk about confidence and showing up as your real self. And so that's what we're talking about today, okay? Because I'm 1,000%, I'm gonna say clear, right? That when you are your authentic self and you are proud of who you are and you love who you are, people feel that energy all the way from Cambodia, okay? Shout out to my girl 𝐁𝐎𝐿𝒑𝐈𝐓𝐄, right? So that is what we're going to talk about today. I am going to be sharing with you how you can tap into your human design chart to glean some of that inner confidence as well. And you guys can't even see, you can't even see my scarf top. Okay, so my little sister designed this and my mom had it produced. So my mom has this business called Lady Sarah's Farms. And yes, I'm Sarah. But my sister Grace does graphic design. And so she designed this scarf and I've been wearing it like on my hair and around my neck. And today I want to wear it as a scarf because I really didn't want to wear any clothes. That's the Caribbean girl in me. I can't help it. So that's what we're going to talk about today. And I am very excited for this conversation. I don't know where Janae is, and I hope she finds her way over here. One thing I will do, let me just share this on Twitter. She said, drop, see, yo, okay, so hold on, because you got me hype already. Let me just share this to Twitter to make sure the peeps are in here because we are live now on YouTube. Okay. So I love that you asked me for the link. Perfect. Because you guys know I'm a human design projector, right? And a part of being a projector is that we guide the generator type specifically on how to be more efficient. And so when my sister designed this and my mom was talking about it, she was like, yeah, I'm going to sell them on the island here and we're going to get 50 made. And she's like, do you want to invest? And I was like, nah. And I could feel that the energy was like, well, why wouldn't you want to invest in something to support your sister and your mom? And it wasn't about that. It's about you recognizing me and understanding that there is a way that we can approach this that is going to be so much more impactful and make a difference. But until you approach me in a way that says, I recognize what you have to offer, don't come chat to me. Okay? And I literally went to school for business. I love business. I love monetizing yourself. I'm all about personal branding. And I get it from my parents because both my parents are entrepreneurs, but I see where they could take their things to new levels using the internet. And I recognize that we needed to do drop shipping on these scarves from day one because these shits is popping. Like, I'm gonna make a video so y'all can see the whole print, but they are beautiful. Do you see? Beautiful. Like, this scarf is gorgeous and it's huge. So you can wear it in so many different ways. But a part of the deconditioning, camera, center yourself. I don't know what you're doing, but you're pissing me off. There we go. A part of the deconditioning for me has been don't push your ideas and your efficiency on other people. And the deeper I get into my human design, I'm like, oh, I'm actually supposed to chill and focus on what I love and let people come to me. So I'm like, no, I'm not investing and I'm gonna wait until they come to me. So one day I was wearing it and my mom was like, oh my God, you're not supposed to wear it like that. And I was like, it's a scarf. I can wear however I want. And then she was like, oh, Grace is working on another design. I was like, okay, that's cool. And she was like, I really wish that we could get it out to other people. And for me, I knew that that was like a subtle invitation. And I was like, I really think that we should consider drop shipping because I'm the person in my family that's out there on social media. Like, I am the one that's going to talk about our stuff. I'm going to hype us up. Like, that's just how I am. I'm like that with all my people, my friends, my family, all of that. But I'm the person that, in my opinion, is brave to be the influencer. And I know that when I wear something, people be on it. Like, that's what we're talking about today, natural influencing. I simply like this, so I'm gonna wear it. And because I'm wearing it, people are gonna ask about it. So I'm like, we need to identify a drop shipper because I wore it a few times and people on TikTok already asking me, where did you get that scarf? That scarf is beautiful. And I was like, y'all need to think way bigger. Yes, it's amazing that 50 people bought that scarf, but there are probably 5,000 people, 50,000 people that want that scarf. So I love that you were like, drop the link because there's more evidence. And yes, I'm telling a story about my family, but I also want you to listen to this as yourself. There are things that you are so naturally good at, so naturally like passionate about, things that you research, things that you just like to do. And you simply sharing that thing is influencing other people. And so when you don't have the confidence, I like the sunlight so much, y'all, but every time I come on here, I'd be like, close the damn curtain, Sarah. When you don't have the confidence to show up and talk about the thing that you think is so great, guess what happens? You don't get the blessings. The people around you don't get the blessings. Like, it's a lot of things assigned to your name, but you're sleeping on you. And this is why this conversation is so potent. This is probably why the other live stream did not start. You know what, God, I'm going to just allow you. I'm gonna allow you. If you're not Caribbean, that means I'm gonna allow you to do your thing. I'm gonna leave you be. I'm gonna get out the way. I'm gonna allow you. God. I see it. You made sure it didn't work so I could be here in the right place at the right time. I got it. I'm not even gonna be mad at it. So y'all know I got my notes, right? Ooh, Kaden, drop it in the chat. Okay. Y'all already know. First question of the day. What is your profile number? Ooh, this is a good one. It might take you a little long to answer this, but it's okay. What is your human design type and your profile number? And what has been like the biggest thing that you want to celebrate from the past couple days since this week started? What's something that you want to celebrate about yourself, your profile number, something that came out because you know your human design? Type it in the chat. Let's kiki before we get into this content, because this is about to move you even more. This is about to open up your life. And if y'all don't know, I've been listening to my personalized audio spells. If you don't know what that is, let me let you know right now. I don't know if you ever listened to like affirmations or subliminals on YouTube. I used to a lot. I still do, but then something was like, create your own, create some for your people. So I created a affirmation subliminal for generators and for projectors. You can go to my stand store. It's free 99, which means it costs nothing. Go download that and listen to it. It's going to do something to the atoms in your body. I don't know what it's going to do for you, but go listen to it. Okay. I made one unique to myself, utilizing all aspects of my human design chart. Okay, utilizing my Jupiter, utilizing my personality sun gate, utilizing my profile number, my splenic authority, my need motivation. Like, I put all of that into it, and it's so freaking juicy. Okay, it's so juicy. And so I've been going to sleep on that. I've been waking up to it. It has been shifting everything in me. And so I'm sharing that because, one, you can listen to some subliminals online. Two, you can probably create your own using chat GPT. Or I have an offer now where I can create one for you. When I tell you, first of all, my voice is sexy. I'm not even going to play with y'all. My voice is amazing. This is why I used to be hired for ads. I used to do radio ads in the Virgin Islands. The reason why is because my voice is amazing. So if you want to hear me recite something very unique to you, go to the link in my bio. I got you. But anyways, I have really loved it. And I think that it is at the core of our conversation today, because listening to that has retrained my brain. Okay? Listening to that has retrained my brain. So if you haven't answered yet, okay, Stella. If you haven't answered yet, drop in the chat. What is your human design type and your profile number, and something amazing that you want to celebrate, that you want to share with the world that you accomplished this week? All right. So we're going to come back to that. We're going to check those out a little bit later, but we're going to talk about confidence today. And honestly, this is the topic that I've been talking about for years. I see 𝐁𝐻𝐿𝐒 is here. He's from the Virgin Islands. He has an amazing brand, so many different things, but I love his basil-infused honey. It's so delicious. And 𝐁𝐻𝐿𝐒 is here. So 𝐁𝐻𝐿𝐒, I know you're here for some good tea, and I got you. All right, so when we talk about confidence, I want to say this. There's a version of you that people in your life have convinced you that you are. It's like their version that they wish you would be, right? And with that version comes expectations. And with those expectations, there's also, in my opinion, an adverse feeling, meaning like, that's not who I am, but you're asking me to do it. And because I want you to like me, okay, well, here, I'll bend and I'll mold and I'll try to make it happen for you, right? The thing about that, though, is it creates this convoluted idea of who you are. There was something I saw on TikTok a few weeks ago, and she was basically saying, like, we were never meant to see ourselves this much. First, you used to look into like a body of water to see yourself, right? And then mirrors were invented. And then we had cameras. And then now we have video. And now we have social media. And literally every single day we are seeing ourselves. And as a result of that, there's a version of us that we feel we look like. Me, she got a big old booty, okay? And a little tiny waist. Anyways, there's a version of us that we feel we look like. And then there's a version that we actually look like. And because of this, we have that disconnect within ourselves. And then we have the one that is projected upon us by other people. So I'm gonna give you an example of this, make it very simple. My entire life, I was teased for my weight, right? As a child, you're too big, you're obese, you're not gonna be able to do the things that you wanna do, you can't go hiking, you can't find clothes that you like, blah, 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 right? So there's always this conversation in my head that I'm supposed to look a different way than I look. So now there's this insecurity that just exists within me because, well, I look a certain way. I feel fine in my body, but then people are outside of me telling me that I need to change. So I'm going into the world, I feel like myself, I feel bomb, I feel amazing. And then some boy is like, oh, I don't like you because you're fat. Or my mom is like, your voice sounds like a white girl. Why can't you just sound more Caribbean? I don't know. You sent me to boarding school at the age of 12. My first roommate was from Hong Kong. I ate mad Asian food. I hung around with mad white kids. Like, I'm sorry. I'm not Caribbean enough for you. So again, there is this existence of, well, this is who I am. I'm cool with it. And then people outside of me are like, you need to change that. Something's wrong with you. You need to be more like this. Right? And then you start to create this, I want to say it's a defense mechanism where every time you need to be with people, you come off in this way that's like, it's not natural. Okay? And so today we're going to be talking about there's a version of you that they've convinced you that you need to be. And then there's the version of you that you are. And then there's the version of you that you are. Now, what I want to bring into the conversation today is that you can minimize the gap between the two very quickly. In the past, we used to say that we need to find ourselves, or I need to go on this journey and la, 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 this thing that seemed as though it would take so much time. And because of that, because we are people that like instant gratification, we prefer not to go on the journey of finding ourselves. So we'll stick with the discomfort of dealing with living in a body that we don't necessarily relate to because we're trying to relate to what people want us to be. And the thing that is going to minimize that gap is human design. Okay? The thing that will minimize that gap is human design. You see, the thing about human design is it's all about your body. How do you feel in your body? How connected and related to your body are you? I recently started doing mirror work, and we call all of these like Tums. I recently started talking to myself in the mirror. Anyone that knows me from a few years ago, when I was in the Caribbean, naked as hell all the time, I was always in the mirror. When I lived in Brooklyn, I had a big ass mirror in my apartment. That mirror and being in that mirror every day used to turn me on so much that I held an event called, what was it called? Self-Love and Lingerie in my apartment. I had 12 women there in lingerie who met me online and decided to show up at my apartment, and we had a time, honey. We had a whole fashion show in front of that mirror. Me and mirrors, we go together like this. Okay? But when you are living in to the idea of what people want you to be, you avoid the mirror. Because you know that when you get in front of that mirror, it's not going to give you back, reflect back to you what people have wanted from you. There are people who literally do not have mirrors in their house at all. There are people who avoid the mirror every single day. There are people who open the mirror or look at the mirror and all they do is pick at themselves all day long. And I want to eliminate that out of your life today. Because everything in your life is related to your relationship with your body. And you may have never thought about this before, but because we relate to other people by visual first, if you don't relate to your body, nobody else will. And this is why I start off by telling you or sharing with you about a friend who posted that picture. And I was like, who is that? There was so much going on that I couldn't even recognize who it was. And I promise you, that is because she is of the belief that she has to look a certain way in order to be accepted. This is why filters exist. This is why all this augmentation exists. And you can augment from a place of I love myself and I just want to remove some of these, these wrinkle lines. But then you can also say, anytime I go online, I got to put a filter on because I don't like the way I look and I don't want somebody to see my skin. I don't want to see them to see the blemishes. There's two different versions there. There's a version of I love me, and there's a version I don't like me, but I want people to like me. So I'm going to show up in this way. And I promise you that when you tap into human design, you will recognize like everything about you is meant to be loved. There is a reason why I'm in this physical body. And human design has given me the tools to relate to this physical body. There was a time where I released 100 pounds in a year and everyone was like, oh my God, you look amazing. How did you do it? Don't put the weight back on. There was so much commentary. And I was just like, I literally feel like the same bad bitch. Like now all of y'all are like, oh my God. But I'm just like, okay. Same Sarah. I don't get the hype. And I did not relate to that body. I'm sorry, I just didn't. Me changing my body, yes, it happened because I love myself and I was like, cool, let's do this. But me changing my body did not feel authentic to me. There's a reason why God put me in this body. There is my mission to fulfill on, and this body is the most attractive and magnetic body for my mission. The same is true for you. The same is true for you. And when I say body, I want you to expand a little bit. We're not only talking about the physical. I'm talking about the way you talk, the way you walk, the way you sit up straight. If you got that one crooked toenail, like whatever it is, the body that you are in is perfect for your mission. And when you are disconnected from your body, you are disconnected from the magic that is for you. We talked about this last week, like you don't manifest things. You manifest a version of you that magnetizes those things to you. You become a better version of you, and the things that you want are magnetized to you. So how are you going to get the things that are for you if you don't like the packaging that you are in? If you're not embracing the way that you were created for the things that are for you? That's the question of the day. Because every day in my comments, in my DMs, somebody's talking about, I'm shy. I'm afraid of being seen. I'm afraid of people's feedback. And it's like, what is that? Are you more concerned with what people have to say and their opinion of you than you are with living a life that gives you everything that you want? That magnetizes everything to you? What's the priority? What is the priority? That's the question. What is the priority? Janae said, and mind you, we have one life. This is where, like, and this is why I love that I'm a 4-6, because I remember a few years ago, I was deep into personal development, and my homegirl who's on here was like, oh, you've done enough. You don't need to learn anything more from those people. They just want to suck your energy. And while that may have been true, what I knew and what my splenic authority told me was a big part of your power and your message and your mission is understanding people. And so every time I was in those personal development environments, I was learning how to be with people, how to understand people, how to listen to people, how to read between the mother effing lines when people say something to me. Like, all of that was for the mission. And one thing I know about people, right, is we want what we want. We want the life of our dreams. We want to be our authentic self. And most importantly, we relate to people with our physical bodies. So I'm going to say this. There's no such thing as being shy. There is simply what is filling up your mind is what you think you're supposed to look like, versus being obsessed with what you do look like, versus being obsessed with, every time I post on TikTok, somebody's like, oh my God, your cheekbones. Oh my God, we love your cheekbones. We love your face structure. And I'm like, amazing. I love it too. But they wouldn't be able to say that if I didn't love it and I wasn't showing up. And so something I was thinking about today, as I was driving back from my little generator style morning with my man, where's my agua at? I was thinking about the fact that many of you have businesses. Where's my water? Oh, many of you have businesses. Many of you are interested in having a personal brand. Many of you are interested in monetizing your life online. And I want to know, if you are quiet, if you never show your face, if we never hear your voice, how can I monetize? How can I pay you? How can I sign up? How can I patronize your business? How can I buy your services? And if you're a 4-line, I really want you to hear this, because many 4-lines think, oh, it's just the people around me. That's enough. That's my network. The people who know me. No, sweetie. Your network is millions and possibly billions of people, but they need to know that you exist. And what you do is you convince yourself that, oh, well, a lot of people aren't buying, so something's wrong with my product. Or maybe my videos aren't getting that much viewage, so the video must be trash. Or maybe the content I'm creating isn't any good, right? And the truth of the matter is, if you showed up with a bit more confidence, it would go a lot further. It would have a lot more impact. I always think, like, how can you be shy about something that you claim to be amazing? Like, if you eat a banging ass sandwich, you probably gonna tell somebody. You might even post a picture somewhere. You're probably gonna take the picture and you may not post it anywhere, but you want to tell somebody. If you saw a movie and you really love that movie, you're gonna tell someone to go watch it. You bought the glasses on Amazon. You keep wearing them. They're so cute. I can't help but tell you, I got these on Amazon. They're blue light blockers. My eyesight is perfect. I just love, it's like a little accessory. Okay. I love me a little glasses, and I be on my phone a lot, to be honest with y'all, and my computer. So I got me some blue light blockers. If you ever need some blue light blockers, I have these listed in my Amazon storefront. I have them in multiple colors. I'm about to order me some more. If you like something, you're going to want to talk about it. And more than likely, you have a business or you have a service or you offer something that is amazing, but you're not showing up and talking about it. And then you want to hire an influencer, or you want to work with a marketing team, or you want to buy radio ads, but they don't sell as good as you. No one can sell your thing in the way that you can sell your thing, because you know how your thing works in and out. You know how it changed your life. You know what makes it special. You know how it works. No one can sell your thing like you can sell your thing. Why do you think every time Beyonce is about to have a tour, she comes out, she does a whole new promo, new photos, new videos, new everything? Because she already knows nobody could sell Beyonce like Beyonce can sell Beyonce. Rihanna just dropped new lingerie yesterday. Rihanna and her team, but we only see Rihanna, right? She dropped the, what do you call it? The bridal collection. Rihanna is not married, okay? Rihanna is like me. We have babies for our baby daddy. I have one. She got a few, right? We're not married, but she dropped a bridal collection. And you know who was in the ad? Rihanna. Because no one is going to push Rihanna's brand like Rihanna will. Just like no one is going to push Sarah Billions like Sarah Billions will. No one's going to push Design My Vibe like Sarah will. It's not going to happen. When my mom had her restaurant, Lady Sarah's Farms, she did her job. She had ads and stuff. But when I was in the Caribbean and I had my phone, baby, nobody marketed that restaurant like I did. No one. I got to see the behind the scenes. I know what went into it. I also knew that my name was on it. So come on, like, I'm going to show up. This is all my shit. I'm going to talk about it like it's the hottest thing on the market. There is no way that you are going to get paid to exist if you are shy. There's no way that you are going to meet your people, whether that is a partner or a client or a group of friends. You are not going to meet your people if you are being shy, if you are disconnected from what makes you amazing. And even though all the bodies that you may see online, that's not true when I say all, a lot of the bodies you may see online are fake, or they look like they have been in a lab. That's not the reality of life, because you go outside every day and you see regular people. So stop getting consumed with what perfection looks like online and then comparing yourself to it and thinking that you're not good enough. When God, who made all of these wonderful and amazing flowers and trees and animals, some of them stink, some of them we think are ugly, some of them live in the deepest, darkest parts of the ocean. They were all made unique for a specific purpose. They have a responsibility. And guess what? The world can't live without them. One thing I can't stand is a nagging ass mosquito. But even the mosquito has a purpose. And I need you to hear what I'm saying. The way you are is perfect. There is nothing in this material world that you need to add to your perfection. This is why the people, the women, the men that are blowing up on TikTok Shop and selling their stuff out, and you're wondering, how is that possible? Some of the people that like Lil Nas X, how do these people become artists? Because they are being themselves. Authenticity is magnetic. People who don't have college degrees, and if you don't have one, congratulations to you, did not go through that conditioning. I went to college, but I never went to college. Okay? I was there for the relationships and the socialization. People who go to college versus people who drop out of high school, who don't have degrees, the people who dropped out, they are more, in my opinion, they are the best students, because they don't have all of that boxing in of how things are supposed to look. Versus people who have degrees, you think it's supposed to look a specific way, and if it doesn't look that way, it's not going to work. It's harder to teach people who have formal education than people who have dropped out of school. And I say that for a very important reason, because when you allow yourself to be free of all of the existential needs or you should look this way, or you need to have this before you do XYZ. When you can let go of that, you can free yourself. This is why when I see millennials my age and they're still working a job and they're talking about they're afraid to quit and they're wondering like how things are going to work out, I'd be like, what are y'all on? But then I recognize I wasn't the person at Penn State trying to get a 4.0. I was just there for shits and giggles. And I want to make sure that when the 4 years are done, I'm leaving. Okay? Because I did fail a class my junior year. I had to retake that class in order to pass. Right? I retook that class and made sure I got enough to pass and I got a B. Because I'm like, I'm not doing this. I'm not staying here any longer than this. Okay? Now my friends who got 3.7s and 4.0s, oh, they are committed to that job, okay? They got kids now, they got families now. I know they tired. One of my homeboys, he has a kid that's the same age as my daughter, and they just had twins. And I was like, how are things going? He was like, I am so exhausted. I was like, you weren't exhausted when you was putting that baby up in her. What I really wanted to say, if you quit that job, you have way more time and you wouldn't be so exhausted. But hey, I've learned my lesson as a projector. I don't go tell people what they're supposed to do with their life, okay? But there is a different way of thinking when you think you have to prove yourself, which is really what that I need to be summa cum laude is about, right? When you think you got to prove yourself, you go so hard at things, not recognizing that you going hard is actually hardening you. Bars. When you think you need to prove yourself, you go so hard at things, not recognizing that the version of you that is soft and malleable and magnetic to everything you want is becoming this hardened piece of stone that is afraid of change, that is afraid of opening the camera, that is afraid. Hello, we are in 2025. This thing right here is all you need. Isn't she cute? This thing is all you need to do everything. But you will resist opening the camera. You will resist posting the content. You will resist making that shift to what's easier because you've hardened yourself. Well, they said that you need to have a degree and you need to work the job and you need to climb the ladder. And if I don't do that, then I'm not going to survive. And it's like, well, here I am. I got fired. Car got repossessed. Got kicked out of my apartment because I was hosting 420 parties. Here I am. Better than ever, thriving. Did not die. Did not die. We're here. Were there some times that I had to transport $3 out of my savings into my check? Of course, shit happens. That was a mindset thing. That was not a money thing. But a big piece of risking it all and betting it all on you is recognizing, oh, wow, I'm actually really powerful. Oh, wow, like all these things that I thought would take me out, they didn't. You see, when you take the risk, you become the version of yourself that you didn't even know existed. And that looks so many different ways. But today we're talking about showing up online. There is a brand that you already have. There is a business that you already have. There are opportunities that are looking for you, but you are afraid to share yourself. And I want to invite you to think about this. Why is it that you think the things that you want to happen for you or the things that you're creating won't work out? Someone wrote me yesterday and she was like, I really want to start a food blog, but I'm shy. And I was like, okay. And she was like, I'm afraid of being seen. And I was like, what does that mean? And she was like, well, I don't think that my videos are going to take off. And I think my vlog is going to flop. And I'm like, that's interesting. That's very interesting. Because why would you ever think that something that you created don't turn to gold? Everything that you create turns to gold. This is why anyone can be an influencer, and somehow the brands got money for everybody. How many YouTube channels are there? How many people are you following on TikTok, on Twitter? They talking about the same thing because you like what you like. So how is it that they all got followers and they all got opportunities, but your thing isn't going to do well? These are the things this is why the constant conversation in my reality, in my economy, is going to be around confidence, is going to be around your mindset, is going to be around your nervous system. Because if you don't think empoweredly about yourself, if you don't have empowered expectations, meaning that things always work out for me, if you aren't of the ability to choose a positive perspective at all times, what is the point? Whatever you're thinking in here is exactly what's going to manifest out there. And this is why, for that specific example with that young lady, if she did start her food vlog from the perspective of it's not going to go well, it's going to flop, even if she got a few views, to her, that would be a flop. When a few views, 100 people watch your thing, 100 people watched your thing. Do you know how many people is 100 people? Do you know what people could do with 100 followers if you really believed in yourself and you learned the mechanics of business? You do not need 100,000 followers. This is why I have no desire to peddle to brands. Like, you're not about to have me stressed out because, oh, your engagement has changed. I'm sorry, I was on my period and I don't feel like recording this week. When other people think they can run you, and that's what brands do, oh, you need to have this many followers. And immediately when people see that, oh, okay, well, I'm not going to apply for that. I'm not going to sign up for that because I don't fit the mold. But guess what you don't need when you have your own social media and your own TV show? You don't need them to tell you it's okay to post. You don't need them to say, well, you need more followers. You can do your own thing, create your own stand store and set your own thing up and talk about your own thing. Yo, when I tell you I hype my own stuff, I hype my own stuff. I'm going to say that again. I hype my own things. You either like it or you don't. You like the energy or you don't. I don't need anybody else to do marketing for me. I don't need anybody else to do branding for me. I don't need you to do my advertising. I am my own. I do all of that because I know what the impact was on the things I talk about in my own life. So I'm going to talk about it with a level of magnetism that anyone that is looking for that, they will find me. And the people that are for me will choose me. This is the same level of energy and power that you need to come with for you and your things. You cannot be shy about it. You cannot be looking at somebody else and thinking they're a competitor. How are you going to compete with original? You can't. We could be making the same t-shirt. Mine is still going to have a different energy. It could be the same t-shirt with the same saying on it. You know what? Me and you could buy from the same Chinese supplier. It does not mean that both of us are going to sell the same amount of shirts because the energy that I come with is going to surpass you. On period. This is why all the girls could sell hair and some of them are doing really well and some are not doing anything at all. All of us on this could be a coach, every single one of us. But if all of us don't come with the energy that my stuff works, some of us are going to do well and some of us won't. My mentor yesterday was talking about the same thing. He was like, you ever been in a real estate office? I definitely have. You know what? Bump that. I'm not even going to talk about his example. I'll talk about my own. Working in real estate, we all have the ability to sell houses. Some of us have a bit more personality. We believe in ourselves a little bit more. We put ourselves out there a little bit more. And guess what happens? We get more results. There was this guy that I worked with. Oh my gosh. There was this guy that I worked with in my real estate office, and he was doing real estate probably for 5 years before I came there. When I tell you he only closed like one apartment in a year, mind you, I became the #1 agent in that same year, my first year of doing real estate. Because my energy was different. He walked around moping like things aren't working out for me. Nobody wants to buy a house from me. No one wants to give me their house to sell. Me? Oh, hell no. You're going to give me your house to sell. I'm going to chat you up. Where do you want to move? Oh, you want to invest in something you can make money from? I got you. And I gave them my word and then I backed it up with my efforts. Simple. I don't have to build a house. I don't have to find the houses. The houses are on the MLS. There's nothing much that I need to do except have some personality and care about you getting what you're looking for. Boom. Number one agent in my office in the first year. This dude that was there for 5 years before me can't even close an apartment. Did we have different skills? I would say he was more skilled than me. He was more skilled. He had more experience. He did not believe in himself. He did not believe in himself. I want you to get how powerful self-belief is, and it is directly related to your self-concept. What is the concept that you have of yourself? Do you have a concept that you can accomplish anything, and anything that you create is literally dripping in gold? It is dripping with your gold, that your presence is the profit? Is that what you're thinking? Or are you thinking some other BS? I don't even know what it is, because I don't think that way. I don't think that way. Something I thought about today was like, when I was pregnant with my daughter, and right after I had her, right, one of my friends, she was like, you really need to get on it. You need to start getting some cash flow, focus on making some money, because you just don't know what your man is going to do. And I'm just like, interesting. Okay, while all of that may be valid, do you know this person that I had a baby with? Do you know what it is to have a child and what happens to your internal system when you have a child? Do you know the need for rest and recuperation? Because you're talking to me like somebody who doesn't go hard for their things, who doesn't go hard for themselves, and I don't appreciate that. And this is why it is so important for you to be 10 toes down on you, because people will project things onto you that are not even true about you. They're projecting their fears on you. They're projecting their insecurities on you. You think me getting teased was because those people didn't like my body? No, they were insecure about their own self. This is why the only words that people will form with their mouth are things that they think about themselves. I don't care if they're saying it to you. This is so important for you to hear. People will say stuff to you that's not even about you, because anything that comes out of your mouth, imagine that you are saying it to the mirror, even if someone else is in front of you. This is why all I do is big people up and celebrate people, because I don't want you to use that on me. I don't want you to think that it's even possible. I don't talk about myself in that manner. So why wouldn't I just celebrate you, be happy for you? Because I be happy for me all the time. This is why when people talking crap and they say negative things, I be like, damn, why are you talking about yourself like that? That's crazy. That's really wild. That's really wild that you would say something like that about yourself. You think you're talking about me, but I'm just a mirror. I'm just a reflection of you. So whatever you over there saying, that don't have nothing to do with me. We good over here. We takes care of me. We talks good about ourselves. Like, I'm literally called a role model. I have never looked at anybody and been like, I want to be like them. Never. I don't. Every time I get that question, even if I'm doing like some personal development, it's like, think of someone that inspires you and you want to be like, and it'd be like blank. Like, I don't blank. And it wasn't until I learned human design that, oh, that makes sense. I am my own role model. Like, I'm a 4-6. Janae said it down there. A 4-6 always gonna be your biggest cheerleader. There is nothing that anybody in my environment can say to me. I remember that I have an example of this too. I said to my man one time, we were going through it at this point, and I was like, you're a fraud. That's what I said to him. You're a fraud. And to this day, he'll be like, that really, that was triggering. But I recognize that was not about him. I was being a fraud. I was putting up with stuff that I should not have been putting up with. And me verbalizing that was an opportunity for me to say, damn, Sarah, get your shit together. Because anything I say to him is me talking to me. And this is why I choose the best and most empowering words, because I understand that anything that comes out of my mouth is not about the other person. It is about me. It's about my own insecurities. It's about where I'm falling short. It's where I'm not being my biggest self. The only thing we can control is how we feel and what we think about ourselves and what we say about ourselves. That's the only thing we can control. So why not pour into that cup every single day? Every single day. And I want to say, Janai, I see your comment here about soaking up other people's BS. I want to say this because sometimes we come from small towns, small islands, right? Small environments that don't have a lot of people, and we think that that is the extent of the world. When on this thing right here, you could build your own community. You could find your people. You can align with the people that celebrate you for who you are. You could still be in that little environment, still making big things happen. So it's not always about, I gotta leave the island and move to another country, or I gotta excommunicate my family. I can't talk to them no more. Something I tweeted yesterday, or I think it was today. You don't need to leave that relationship. You need to become the version of you that changes that relationship. There's a version of you that people know, but that version of you was disempowered. I said this to one of my girls in Confident and Paid the other day. The version of you that they know, she's disempowered. That's not the most confident version of you. That's a version of you that you're not even proud of. Guess what you get to do? Reintroduce your blood clot self. Reintroduce yourself. What do you think a rebrand is? If y'all haven't noticed, I have colored my hair. I'm so excited. I just took out my flat twist, and I'm not about to stretch this. We're going to let this grow over the next couple of days because it will, right? Reintroduce yourself. I didn't change my mom. I did not get a whole new mother. You know what I did? I worked on this girl over here so that when she makes her silly ass comments, I'm not like, I feel small and she doesn't love me and she's so mean. Nah, she could talk her shit and I'll be like, okay, cool. And keep it pushing. And that has allowed me to love her even more, because before I thought everything she said was an attack and she was coming at me, and I just recognized that you looking at me as a mirror and you talking your shit thinking it's about me, but it's really about you. Okay, girl, talk your shit then. Talk your shit. No impact on me. None. I became the better person. I became the bigger person. Not bigger or better than her, a bigger and better version of me. So now I can be with all people in all scenarios, no matter what you talking out the side of your neck, and I'm chill. I'm cool, I'm calm, collected. You see, when you change, the people around you don't have a choice but to change. But when you are disempowered and you're thinking everything they say and everything they do, and those people didn't buy into my services, that something's wrong with me. When you're thinking that way, you are smalling up yourself. They're not doing anything to you. And this is why you have to be with yourself every day, multiple times a day, because it's going to raise your vibration. It is going to raise your self-concept. It is going to raise your self-confidence and your self-belief. But when you are too occupied and consumed with what people in your family are saying, what people around you are accomplishing or not accomplishing, who's following you on social media and who's not, you are more concerned with the external world, and the external world does not run shit. You run it internally. Inside creates the outside, not the other way around. Inside creates the outside, and the inside, that is dependent on what you're doing when you're by yourself, when you're in the bathroom, what you listen to when you drive in your car, you going for a walk, you listen to your audio spells, or you listen to some music that makes you feel like you're not good enough, or are you replaying somebody's negative commentary? The inside work is not evident on the outside. People don't see you when you're doing the inside work. But your inside work is what is going to magnetize the material things that you want. This is why people who are obsessed with instant gratification, they give up. I said this to the four lines yesterday on Twitter. I was like, when you're starting your community, and this applies to anybody starting anything, when you're starting, it's going to feel like you talking to yourself. It's going to feel like it's only you and it's only going to ever be you. And that may be the point where you want to give up. Oh, nobody's responding, nobody's buying, nobody's sharing, nobody's subscribing. I guess nobody don't want it, so I might as well just give it up. No, that's when you double down and you step into the energy of the version of you that has the followers, that has the customers, that has the body, that has the relationship, that has the house, the car, the whatever. You have to stay in that energy. And then you create in that energy. And eventually, sometimes it takes a day, 2 days, 3 weeks, 3 years, all up to you. Time is like inconsequential. You determine the timing. And you know how you determine the timing? By your inside work. There is nothing that you've ever created that did not work. It may not have produced the results that you wanted. And the only reason it didn't produce the results that you wanted because it was working on you. There was something that you were meant to learn. There was some level of you that you were meant to get to. There was some level of you to mature, to evolve into. When I first started my coaching business, everything was one-on-one. I was running up and down, trying to be seen by everybody, hosting lives for hours, like doing the host. And God was like, you know what? I'm going to burn you out and you're going to sit down for a little moment. Okay? Because it's not that what you're talking about isn't needed and isn't effective and isn't wanted. You're going about it in a way that has you tired and broke and making you feel like this is pointless. So let me sit you down so you can learn that you are a human design projector and you are meant to do things effortlessly and easy and let people come to you and put your systems in place. And so I took heed and I listened because one thing that I recognize, I'm a sixth line. We're supposed to have our quiet moments. We take time to glow up. So in the time that it looked like I wasn't doing anything and people are like, oh, you need to hurry up and make you some money. Guess what your girl was doing? I mean, I was doing some things. Okay. I had a whole baby, but I had a baby that allowed me to see like slow is better. And in the slow is better, let me put my systems in place so that when I get back on that motherfucking horse, guess what? Everything will align perfectly where I'm in the right position for my people. And guess what? They can go to that link and buy whatever they want, sign up for whatever they want. And there will be no more hustling. There will be no more chasing. There will be no more proving, because during my quiet time that was quiet to you on the outside, you know what I was doing inside? I was leveling the F up. A lot of y'all don't want to be sat down. You want to continue operating out of the old system and wondering why things won't shift for you. Allow yourself to be sat down. God is sitting you down for a reason. There is a new way of doing things. There is a more efficient way of doing things. There is a new level of alignment that you need to step into in order to have the things that you want. But you don't want to be sat down. You don't want to look like you're failing to the outside world. You don't want to look like things look a mess. So let me just continue going to this job. I hate it. I'm living paycheck to paycheck. I do not like what I am experiencing, but I'm going to keep going so I can look like things are okay. Nah, you see me, I'm a sixth line. I'm going to let that whole shit break down, bust down, take it away from me because something better is coming. Okay? I don't care what it looks like to you on the outside world with your fear and your insecurities. I don't care. Because check your girl in 2 years. You're going to be like, oh, shit, wow, didn't see that coming. Yeah, it wasn't for you to see coming. It was for me to walk into. Allow yourself to be broken down. Allow that mindset that does not support you to be broken down. Allow that environment to fall apart. Allow those relationships to dissipate. Yo, I said this last week. I've never fallen out with somebody, ever. People fall out with themselves and blame it on me. You step out this, you come talking some crap out the side of your neck, and then God will definitely be like, oh, let me move this energy. It don't deserve to be here. God will move me, and you'll be like, oh shit. And you will try to say it's my fault, but baby, it's never my fault. I am a focus on me type of girl. I'll be in the corner journaling. I'll be listening to my affirmations. I will go for my walk. I am not focused on you. And because of that, I will grow. And then you'll be like, oh my gosh, she's talking. She don't like me no more. No, it wasn't that. It was not that. And so as a sixth line, the most important thing that I can offer you is focus on yourself. The more confident you are in yourself, and when you move with that confidence, people get their shit together. Your customers come and find you. Your lover comes and finds you. The people that you're wanting to follow you, they come and find you because your content, it just shows up on their timeline and they recognize, holy cow, I've been looking for you this whole time. But you are only willing to put yourself out there to be seen, to be appreciated, to be recognized, to be invited, to be paid, if you are confident in yourself and you recognize that the things that people be talking outside their neck, they really don't got nothing to do with you. You are naturally influential. This whole idea of I'm trying to be an influencer, I don't know how to be an influencer. You were born an influencer. Literally, the way that you are, being an influencer is a part of your mission. I was born a 4/6 splenic projector. I did not know that that's what it was. I am a splenic projector without even having the words. I'm going to be honest. We all are who we are without the words. What makes it a bit easier to implement is having the words. So I've always been her. Always. It's not a day in my life that I was not her. I've always been influential. Ain't nothing you can say to me. I'm walking around with my head held high. I will go anywhere on this earth and feel at home. I will go anywhere and be taken care of. I have so much evidence of this. I've never been homeless. I'll tell you, oh, I've been homeless. I've never been homeless. I may not have had my name on a lease, but I've always had a home, and a nice one at that. Because that's my energy. And I promise you, when you tap into your human design, you will recognize the words that describe your natural energy. Everything has always been working out for you. But maybe you grew up in a house that people that they didn't recognize you. I grew up with a bunch of generators and manifesting generators. And I think my mom is actually a manifestor. So I grew up with people that did not recognize me. And so they were telling me to try and be different. And trust me, that probably happened to them and to the people before them. So we have been going years and years and years and generations of people being told to be something that they are not. But the moment that you are able to say, this is who I am, this is the blueprint to how I am meant to thrive, and you honor that blueprint, which I think is the challenge with most of you, is you do not believe that your human design is your manual. You keep thinking, oh, it's just some words. It's just this thing that people are talking about. No. You are a spiritual being in a human experience. Your human experience consists of your physical body, the material things of this world. There is a natural way for your material self to thrive. But up until this point, you have been told that you need to operate in a way that is unnatural to your physical body. And this is why you feel anxiety and depression and insecurity. That's why you feel that. None of that is real. But because you are in your body, operating like you're in somebody else's body, there's going to be a disconnect. There's going to be a disconnect. So I want you to get, like, there is a level of confidence that you don't even know exists until you tap into your human design and you recognize, oh my God, from day one, I have been him. From day one, I have been her. I just wasn't operating my physical apparatus in the way that it needs for it to thrive. Human design is a gift to the self. It is a honoring of the human experience. It is me accepting, you accepting, I am a spiritual being here on this physical plane, and I accept that. There are things that we just get to accept about life and in life, and that when we accept them, a whole new world opens up. I was telling my man this morning, we're on the train, and I was like, people that get with 4-6 profiles, they don't recognize that they're basically saying, I am here to fund your happiness. I'm here to fund your life. We are royalty. Whether or not you think we look like what royalty is, we are royalty. And maybe you didn't agree to it, but your energy did, because your energy recognized me from day one. I don't care what words you say. I don't care what type of energy you want to act like you operating from. You recognize, because energy is everything and everything is energy. This is why you can see somebody look like they're homeless and you stop and you talk to them, because their energy is just, their energy says something to me. Our energy will always scream louder than anything in the physical arena. So where my man is like, womp, 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 I'm like, baby, I'm not hearing nothing you saying right now. I'm a 4-6, so you already know I'm royalty, and I'm a projector, baby. Bow down and shut your mouth. So while I am saying that about the 4-6, because I can only speak for myself, I'm saying that so you can emulate this energy if you are a 5-1, if you are a 1-3, if you are a 6-3, if you are a 6-2, if you're a 2-4, a 2-5, a 1-4, a 4-1, I don't care what your profile number is. There is an energy that you emanate because you are an energetic being. And when you start to respect your physical body by learning your human design and operating accordingly, a whole new world that you didn't even know exists opens up. And you know what world that is? The world that is designed for you. I was designed to be recognized. That's a projector life. I was designed to be recognized. I think my girl Stella said something up in here earlier talking about when we went to Cheesecake Factory this one time, and everybody up in there was like, oh my gosh, she's gorgeous. I'm designed to be recognized. That is my natural design. Your job is to discover what is yours. What is yours? Because when you step into the authentic version of you, it cannot be denied. It don't matter what somebody is saying. Your energy cannot be denied. Your energy goes before you. Your energy opens doors that you don't even know exist. When you show up online, there are people talking about you that you don't even know exist. I'm going to wrap up with this. There was a young lady the other day that wrote me, and she was like, I listened to your generator audio spell before I went to bed, and I can't even lie. She was like, the way that I feel, chef's kiss. And then she wrote back the next day and was like, I just told mad people to go and download your free audio spells. I don't know her, and I don't know her people. But guess what? She out here talking about me and spreading the wealth. That is what happens when you are confident in who you are and confident in what you create, and you talk about it so well. It's not even about so much. You just got to spark the fire. All you got to do is spark the fire. This is amazing. It changed my life, the way that I feel when I listen to it. If I were you, I would get on. You don't have to be like, oh my God, well, if they don't get on, then something's wrong. No. If I were you, I would go cop these glasses. If I were you, I would go download that audio spell. And then you just let it go. Trust that that is enough. And the rest will take care of itself. And now people you don't know are talking about whatever it is that you have to offer in rooms that you don't even know exist to people that are willing to pay you millions of dollars. You were exactly the brand that they were looking for. You have the exact product that they were wanting to be a part of, that they wanted to invest in. You are the exact woman that man was looking for. Like, some of y'all don't even hype yourself up, much less a brand or a product. You don't hype yourself up. Yo, when I met I kept saying that was the last thing I was gonna say. I met my man on Bumble. Please believe my Bumble profile was chef's kiss. I want you to see in my highest light, because when you step to me, you better understand what you about to come correct. You got a social media profile, you don't got no picture. You ain't got no bio. You're not even gonna take the 5 minutes to set yourself up. It's not an app that exists that I take the time, because every app is like, oh, what's your name? And would you like to create a little bio and say something about you? I'd be like, hell yeah, let me go find my best picture. What? Of course I'm going to stand up for myself and market myself and advertise my best self. I don't know who's gonna see this, but when they do see it, I want them to be like, yeah, I want some of that. So I don't know who needs to hear this today. You heard what you need to hear. You heard what you need to hear. Okay. We're going to tap into these comments. Let me know, first of all, what do we want to drop in the comment today? I'll make y'all do a little work. Drop a lollipop if this was helpful. Drop a lollipop in the comments if this conversation today was helpful. And while you're looking for that lollipop, I want to say, if you do have a personal brand, if you do have a business, you do have an offer, I want you to know this. Your offer is fire, okay? If you are wanting to build your personal brand, you are fire. There are people that want you. They want a piece. They want in. They want to know where to send that brand deal. They want to know what your link in bio. They want to know, where can I purchase? You're popping. Okay? You are popping. I want you to know that. Everything that you created turns to gold. Who you are is gold. You need to learn how to package what you have to offer. Okay? If you're following me on Twitter, I've been sharing a lot of posts around how to build your personal brand online, how to build relationships online, how to create your offers, how to price your offers according to your human design line. All of that is helpful, but if you don't know how to represent yourself online, you're going to miss the mark. And this is why I created this. It's not, y'all can't see, it's not the blue, because it's really pretty in Canva and when you get the online version, but I printed this at the library. They don't have color printers. It's all good. This is the human design profile branding prompts. Okay. This is very important. And this, again, this is for the people who have a personal brand. You have a product, you have something that you want people to buy because you know it makes their life better. You need this because it's going to give you everything you need to create content that reflects your true self. Every single profile in here, I got a full on-page breakdown of your profile. Everything you need, right? Okay, so I'm actually going to use Stella's example. So I'm explaining this to y'all, right? I'm a 4/6. The 4/6 is a networked guide. You are the relatable leader. You rise through community and co-creation. You're built to influence from within the group, not above it. This is why I don't believe in hierarchy. I think we can all be on the same level. I can see you eye to eye and I can add value, right? There's also your brand essence. What is the tone that you speak in? I talk like your homegirl because I am your homegirl. I am not Donald Trump in this motherfucker, okay? I'm your homegirl. I'm your friend. If we were on a phone call right now, this is how we be chopping it up. If you're in Confident and Paid, this is how we chop it up, okay? In my live streams on Twitter, this is how we chop it up because that's what's most natural to me, right? My tone is trusted peer, insider friend. Like, I'm not better than you. We all on this journey together, okay? We like this. My vibe is come with me instead of look at me. I don't want you to look at me. I want you to be with me. We on the cruise ship together. We on the yacht together. We in the private jet forever, okay? Together. That's my vibe. The way that I convert is through resonance and real connection. I resonate with everybody that, you comment on anything, I'm going to respond to you. We're going to chop it up. I'm going to get to know you. I genuinely care about you winning. That's me. That is me. And no matter what environment you meet me in, I don't care if you got me on the job and you pay me 6 figures, I'm gonna go meet people in the office. That was me at PricewaterhouseCoopers in New York City. Okay, I worked at one of the big 4 firms, and as much as I liked getting paid, I liked meeting people more. That is me. So I go into your whole brand essence. I share with you your brand shadows. One of mine as a 4-6 is waiting too long to be invited to shine. Like, oh, hold on. I got to wait and see until I know a little bit more. And maybe, no. That's one of my shadows. That's something that even when it came to human design, like I told my little network, I was like, here, you guys, I made this guidebook for you. You should try it on. I didn't want to share it on the internet. I was like, am I qualified? I created that in my head. Visibility style. Speak in a we tone. This is for the 4-6s. I may give you examples from the perspective of me, but when I'm talking about transformation, I'm talking about we. This is what we get to do. When we apply human design, we win. You'll hear this. When you pay attention to my content, you'll recognize, right? And then I have prompts. This is exactly what you need to say to make your content. Well, y'all can't really see that, right? This is exactly what you need to say to grow your following, to grow your sales, to grow your clientele, to better your relationship, right? And then I have integration rituals, aka daily things and affirmations that you can say. The reason I am bringing this to you is because many of you have a quality product, a quality service. You have a banging ass personality or personal brand, but you don't know how to package it. You are coming off like kind of standoffish. But when it comes to online relationships, you want to be like this, not standoffish. You want people to feel like it's okay to talk to you, to comment on your stuff, to send you a message, to go to your link in bio. You want to create a friendly atmosphere, and it looks differently for all of us. You will see that people who are successful, they understand branding. And the beautiful thing is, this is according to your human design profile. So I'm not telling you to go be Sarah. You're going to look at your profile and you're going to implement this according to your natural makeup, because everything that you need to thrive in the physical environment is already coded in your DNA. Okay? So for example, Stella commented and said, I sell and make shoes, custom shoes too, handmade in Italy. Now, you're telling me what you sell, but you're telling me from the perspective of what you do. I'm not listening for what you do. I'm listening for how it makes my life better. When you are sharing things, it cannot be about what you do. It has to be about how the other person's life improves. Think about when you watch ads. They're not talking about, well, we're a company and we've been here for 25,000 years. It's like, no, we sell these banging ass dresses. When you try one on, you will go outside. You'll be so magnetic. Every man in the bar is looking your way and trying to buy you a car. Not even a drink. He want to buy you a car if you wear one of our dresses. Yeah, I'm about to go buy, if I'm single and on the market, I'm about to go buy one of them dresses. Because I want a man and a car and whatever else he come with. Stop talking about what you do and start talking about the transformation. What am I, the person on the other side of the screen, what am I going to get from the thing that you offer? Maybe it's an offer, maybe it's a course, maybe it's shoes, maybe it's a community. Whatever it is a portal for my transformation. I don't care about you, and I don't care about your story. I know that may seem harsh, but it's the truth. People are selfish, okay? You are simply the medium to how they get to what they want. It's like Janai, I shared one of the things that he sells, which is that infused honey. The reason I bought that is because I like natural things. Most of his content is him actually out in nature, him with the bees, him doing his thing. And it's showing me the process, which aligns with my values. I like nature. I like natural things. I like to know where things are coming from. So if you're showing me your whole process, you have got a customer in me. But if he was talking about, well, I have been learning how to do bees for 13 years and you should buy from me. I don't care, Janai. I don't care how long you work. I don't care how many times you got stung by the bees. I don't care how many times you went to another country to learn about creating honey. I don't care about that. Is that a part of your marketing? Yes, you can talk about that, but that needs to be like 10%. 90% of it needs to be about what I get. What do I get? How does my life improve? This is how influencers make money. They're constantly talking about this bed I sleep in. I get the best night's rest. I sleep for 9 hours. I don't ever wake up while I'm sleeping. It's so comfortable. My back be arched. They talk about all of the things that you're looking for. And so you're like, oh yeah, I want to buy that. Or this girl is talking about, look at how these pants make my ass sit up. And you like, damn, I really want my booty to sit up. I'm about to order them things off a TikTok shop. How many people do you see in the comments talking about, my TikTok cart is so full, but girl, I'm about to add it anyways? Because you done sold them. You done spoke to the thing that they're needing. Stop making it about you. Go get this so you can know how to talk to your people. Stella's a 4-6. Stella, you need to be creating community around luxury goods. Attracting people that love luxury. You need to be talking about your story around how you got introduced to luxury and the difference it makes in your life so you can attract your people. All I talk about is how human design leveled up my life and how it levels up my business and how it can do the same for you. That's all I talk about every single day. And I don't talk about it from the I point of view. I talk about it like, if you are more confident, your sales will go through the roof. And then the girls are like, how do I get into confident and paid? Because I'm talking to them. I'm talking to them about their stuff and what they want to accomplish. It's not about me. I am simply the medium and how you get there. And this is how you feel when you take care of you first. You're not looking for people to approve you. You're not looking for you did a good job. You're not looking for that. You're just like, this is what I have to offer. It makes your life better. If you want it, come get it. And you make it easily accessible to them. You don't make them jump through hoops, and you don't do that. Because you want them to have their end result. You, Stella, I'm going to use you because you're putting some comments here, right? You want your women to be able to wear their heels for 8 hours, 9 hours, 10 hours, and feel sexy. Their feet never hurt. That's what you want to speak to. The women that wear heels all day because you know how to command a room, you want to speak to that. And then when they get into your space, you break down, maybe you talk about the materials and where they were sourced from and how the shoes are custom made. And because they were already, you already grabbed their attention, now you hook them with the quality. And then they buy and they keep buying over and over again. Y'all got to understand, sales, marketing, branding is psychology. It is all about how humans think. Okay. Let's read the comments because we're coming up on 90 minutes and I still got to go wash the beamer and get my daughter up and all these things. So, okay. If you're in confident and paid, you already have access to this. So you girls and guys don't have to worry about this. Confident and paid girlies, that's the community. They get everything. If I dropped it, if you got it, they got it. Okay? For free. Because they in there doing their work, they paying their monthly fee. I love y'all. Okay, so that is available in my link in bio with a whole bunch of other stuff. So you can check it out there. Let's check in with the comments. I want to see. Let's see what y'all saying. Hi, Millie. So happy you're here. Kaden Blake, please let me know if you follow me on Twitter. Say what up. Say what up. Say what up. Another 5-1. Yo, y'all 5-1 profiles love me down. Okay. Y'all 5-1 profiles and 3-5 profiles love me down, and I love y'all back. She's a 5-1 manifesting generator in here, creeping and moving fast. My man is a 5-1 manning gen, so is my daughter. Janae said you cannot be sleeping on you at all. Okay. Okay. Oh, Kaden, you owe a share. You said at the end of this, I might tell you what your tweet made me do, paired with me doing my thing with Chat GPT. So you can leave a comment here, or you can write me on Twitter. But put it here so we can celebrate you and we can extend your network. Let's do it. Stella said she's a 4-6 generator, and I made $100,000 out of nowhere. Whew. Can you teach the girls? Can you? Hello, generator. You need to be building something that teaches us how to do the same, because that's popping. That's really popping. 𝐁𝐎𝐿𝐒, hi boo, all the way from Cambodia. 4-6 projector, unleashing my defined throat on Twitter. Y'all, 𝐁𝐎𝐿𝐒 joined Confident and Paid. It's probably been 5 days now. She had 0 posts on Twitter. Tell me why this girl probably got over 50 posts. 50 posts on Twitter in 5 days. And you need to go check out 𝐁𝐎𝐿𝐒. Drop your YouTube channel in here. Go watch her video if you're new to human design. She breaks down human design so beautifully and in such an entertaining way in her most recent video. So 𝐁𝐎𝐿𝐒, if you're still here, drop that in the chat for any newbies that want to go check that out. Awesome, awesome, awesome stuff. Okay, let's see. Stella says, I see it, I want it, I got it. Oh, so Stella is one of my first clients, one of my good friends, one of the first people that I shared human design with. And I initially came up with these human design guidebooks for every single type. If you're new to human design, go to my profile, the link in my bio, you can get your guidebook there. And I shared it with her, and she was like, holy cow, I didn't know what this was. I didn't know how this would impact me. But something she said here, I see it, I want it, I got it. I remember writing that in the quote section of the guidebook. So it's awesome that you have embodied that, because it's true. Like, anything you want is yours. Like, I love that. I love that. Janae is a 5-1 projector, high confident and paid girly. Janae is a superstar. I want to celebrate how regulated my nervous system has been. Hello. My bank account is the lowest it's been in 5 years, and old me would be spiraling out of control. I just added that in there. But I'm trusting money will come when I need. Yes, it will. Need motivation. If I were you, I would put a list of needs together so the money can come quicker. If you're like, oh, I'm not going to need money till 2 weeks from now, it's like, what you need money for today, girl? Write it down and let it come through. Okay. We always have needs. Like, I'm about to go get some lunch. I need some money to buy that lunch. I mean, I already have it, but you get the point. You get the point. Okay. Millie is a 6-2 emotional authority projector with fair motivation. Hi, Millie. Stella, you give me hope. That's crazy. Hello, do you see this? Okay, we all up in here like, how we get 100,000 out of nowhere? Millie said, I'm proud of myself for showing up even though I am comfortable hiding. I'm proud of you. Thank you for being here. And we're about to get discomfortable. That's not even a word. We're going to get uncomfortable with hiding, because hiding don't get you nothing that you want. Hiding gets you stepped over and overlooked. We're not hiding no more. 𝐁𝐎𝐿𝐒 says, I agree. Your voice in the audio spell is incredible. I love y'all too. I love you too. Janai says, I'm right here. I need this session today. I've been down, and only you can get me up to where I need to be. First off, thank you. I appreciate that recognition so much. And secondly, there's probably a lot of people that feel that way about you too. I just always want y'all to understand that I am a mirror. I am a mirror of who you are for other people as well. I know I'm not on in the BVI Facebook community anymore at all. I have a whole new Facebook. But something about seeing your videos, being out on Virgin God, or going through the, I like to call them the caves, but going through the baths or doing your thing with your bees, like, there is this, like, I am powerful and I know it, and I have something amazing to offer the world energy that you bring. By the way, you are an Aquarius. This is your time to shine. People need you. Okay? And so I'm happy that you got what you needed today. And I'm looking forward to you stepping into your power and being there. Like, I'm not talking about staying in your power, being in your power. Being, remember, human being in your power. Okay? I love that. I'm so happy you're here today. Remember how the people at Cheesecake Factory was in awe of your beauty? Okay. We got the Korean chicken for free. See, some details I don't even be remembering. Like, I am used to getting things for free. I'm used to people going out of their way for me. Like, that's a regular occurrence in my life all the time. And it's so funny when people come around, they're like trying to resist it. Like I told my man, I was like, stop resisting, babe. Like, stop resisting. It's inevitable. You can't help it. You can't help it when you're in the midst of royalty. You just can't help it. Denai says, the story of my life taking on the impression of others. Indeed, it alters your confidence unnaturally. Absolutely. Absolutely. This is why, like, your inner state is so powerful. Like, yes, we are naturally going to be, I would say we naturally are going to be amongst other energies, and we're going to come into interaction with them. But your responsibility is to be so at home with yourself that you just observe other people. For a projector, we're meant to observe other people. We don't take it on. For a generator, you have the power to say yes or no. And that doesn't mean verbally yes or verbally no, but if someone says something about you or to you that doesn't resonate and it feels like a no in your gut, move on, ignore them, go to your room, like go for a walk. Like as soon as your gut says no, get away from that energy. What we tend to do is we think like, oh, someone said something to me, so I must interact, I must respond. Who said that? One of my generator clients, Sean, wrote me yesterday in Confident and Paid, and she was like, I am ignoring people like you told me to, and it feels so good. She was like, I was so afraid of ignoring people because I didn't know what the impact of that would be. And I was like, yo, your sanity and your peace and how you feel is the most important thing. And sometimes that means ignoring people. I be ignoring my man. He hates it. But I'm like, I'm not expending my little bit of energy to go back and forth with you. And it's not disrespectful. It's me honoring myself. One of the things I hated about growing up is when you're doing something that feels good to you and someone's telling you that you're disrespecting them. I'm not even thinking about you. This is how I know. Do not interact with stuff that is not supporting you and propelling you forward. That's your gift. That is your power. If someone wants to make it mean you disrespected them, that's on them. I'm going to keep walking this way. Okay? Bye-bye. All right. All right. All right. Janae says, we have one life to live. Yep, we talked about that. I used to be shy, but now I'm not. Stella, the way I show up now, yes, me and my shoes be stepping, walking on water. Amen. Janae says, I was there for the sports and the experience and to say I have a degree. See? Like, we all went to college for different reasons. Some people were there to prove that they were smart. Baby, I know I'm smart. Anything that I want to learn, I learn it. Okay? I'm not proving shit to you. Bye-bye. The shits and the giggles. Okay, I was there for a good time, not a long time. Not a long time. You going hard is hardening you. Janae is like my human chat GPT. I love her. She always highlights the good stuff. You going hard is hardening you. A bar. Okay? We're going to copy that. Janae probably already tweeted it. I love her. Okay? Everything always works out for me. Yes, yes, yes. A positive perspective is a game changer. If you did not know, when you are in my energy, on my live, in my community, you bought a product, whatever, that is my main game. I'm an Aquarius North Node. I am not here to change the material world. I am here to change your mind. I am here to shift your mind. I'm here to remind you of your power. That's my gift. Okay? A positive perspective is the game changer. Janae already said it. I work on my time. Janai said it's true. I need to have the same energy for what is mine. Yes, boo, you do have the energy. You do have the energy. That's not even missing. Poor me was thinking some other BS. It'd be like that. And we no longer saying poor me. Rich me. Rich me was vibrating somewhere else. We back. Okay? Don't ever put those words in a sentence. You are not poor. You are abundant. You are extravagant. You are rich. Okay? At all times, no matter what the bank account says. Oh man, a 4-6 is always gonna be your biggest cheerleader. Absolutely. Absolutely. No more soaking up the BS, Janai. Okay? Okay. Stella says, listen, I remember when I was told I shouldn't make shoes. Man, people always, you see, that's why they say God gave the vision to you. Okay. God gave the vision to you, and you fulfill the vision that God gave you. And you encourage other people to mind a mother effing business. Okay. Focus on your vision. I'm going to focus on mine. We both going to win. Deal? Deal. Okay. Okay. If you don't sit yourself down, you will be sat down. Janae? Okay. I love my life better is always around the corner. It's not about you. It's about me. I'm the main character. Yes. I need to do this human design thing. Okay. Janai, you do. I just need you to Google human design chart. And if you have app space, I like to say this first because not everybody has app space. If you have app space, go and get the Neutrino Design app. I'm gonna put it in the chat because maybe you're not the only person. Neutrino Design, that's my favorite app around human design. Plug your birth date, your birth time, your birth location in. I know 𝐁𝐎𝐻𝐒 mentioned a different app on her video, so if you watch that, either way, you just want to look up your birth, using your birth date, your birth time and location, look up your human design chart. From there, we can make everything easy for you. The community is here to support you because it's new to you, right? But all you need to find out is your human design type and your profile number to start. And then we'll take it from there, okay? And it's not a human design thing. Like, I want you to, this is your blueprint. Like when you buy, for example, you buy a car, and you look in the glove box in the car, they give you a whole stack of books that are like, this is how you use this car. This is how you experience the best with this car. When you use or read the manual and then you operate according to the manual, you have the best experience ever. That is what human design is for you. It is your manual. Oh, 𝐁𝐻𝐻𝐒 said in her YouTube video yesterday, she was like, what iOS is to Apple is human design to your physical body. Okay. You recognize Apple iPhone always updating. Okay. We have a new update for you. Do you want to download it while you're asleep? And you'd be like, yep. And then you put your phone down. That is human design for you. Okay. There's a way that you're meant to operate. Human design is the manual. You deserve to win. Okay. Caden says, my younger brother, we're all generators and he is a projector. Oh, my manifesting generator dad is so hard on him and how he thinks he should be. Well, Caden, you have awareness of something, a tool, a way of being, a manual that they don't have. And so there's a way that you get to be, right, that will impact how they be. And being that your father's an MG too, you and him can relate. So I'm excited to hear more about how this evolves because your projector brother is actually the one that's going to like guide all of you. Crazy to think, but it's true. So keep us updated. Keep us updated. Janae, only projector in the generator family, the deconditioning is real. It is. It is. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. All right. I love the lollipops. I'm happy that you found them. Stella, I think you got what you needed. I'm going to go through these and then we're going to wrap up. I have to drop for a work meeting. This is excellent. Thank you. You're welcome, Kaden. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm not bringing that corporation down to earth, as we just say. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. That's why people love the Caribbean. The Caribbean, Asia. You go to any of these third world countries and people chillaxing. They know God got everything in control. I could go down the road and pick a banana off of somebody's tree and I good to go. Like, we're chill. We're chill. And as Caribbean people, as chill people, we also get that. We also get access to the things that we want. Like, we can be chill and have everything that we want. It doesn't have to be either or. So just wanted to share that as well. I am now facing that where people actually don't care about me per se. Perfect. Because when they say they don't care about you, they claim to say they ain't studying you, but they're paying attention. This is where you get to be your most divine self. Like when you think people aren't paying attention is when you are meant to glow up. And that's when they're going to be like, oh my God, what the heck just happened? And you'd be like, you should already know I'm following Sarah. She linking me with a good news. Okay, let me stop. Okay, Janai, you got what you need. Tap into human design and then let me know what you find out. Listen to Janae. That's what I need because I got flat feet and be suffering after 45 minutes. Look at you. Look how you get a customer right here. Right here, when you start talking their language, more people. Yo, this is the beautiful thing about when we create things and we have products, and even if we're selling someone else's product, more than likely there are customers for it. There are 19 times more buyers in the marketplace than there are sellers. This is why you want to be a seller. You want to create something juicy because there are people willing to buy. Most people are in a buyer's mindset. Your job, learn how to package what you're offering. A lot of people don't know. You focus so much on developing the thing, but you don't learn how to package it, and then you think no one wants to buy it, it must suck. That's not true. Something for you to learn. Okay, that's all that is. So I love that so much. What media do you use most now? Twitter. Used to be Facebook, you're right. Twitter. Okay, get on Twitter. Get on Twitter ASAP. Same name, Sarah Billings with 3 S's. That's where you'll see me most active. Okay. All right, guys. I'm learning the balance of ignoring, interacting, and ignoring. Yeah, man. Yo, like honestly, my man is a 5-1 manager. He often in the beginning would be like, "Are you ignoring me? Why are you ignoring me?" And I just have to let him know, like, I'm not ignoring you. How I feel is important to me. So important to me that I'm not going to respond or interact with that. And he has emotional authority. So I know that he's going to go up and then he's going to go down. I'm going to allow you the space to ride your wave. And then when you're ready and you're neutral, come chat to me. But don't chat to me when you're too high or you're too low and you think that whatever you said flies. Okay? I'm going to ignore you. I'm going to cuss out your mother's gun. And we don't want either of those, right? So ride your wave and come meet me. We can all learn that balance, all right? Interact when it feels good and it feels healthy and it feels right. Ignore the bomba clot when it's not that. Okay? They'll get over it. People personalize so much when in reality, I'm not even thinking about you. Not. Selfish as F, not thinking about you. I'm so happy for this session. Awesome. I remember, Sarah, when you said projectors are like the most upgraded iPhone. All of us are just, I think I just learned the other day that reflectors were the first design of human. Didn't know that. Reflectors first, manifestors, generators, manigens, projectors. So we're just the latest model. Okay, so if you are anywhere related to us, pay attention to the upgrade so we can upgrade your life. All right. Okay, I love y'all so much. I love y'all so much. I'm grateful that this was helpful. Thank you for chopping it up with me. I will see you next week. We're going to talk about whatever it is you need next week because I have need motivation. I thought I was going to talk to y'all about learning, and God was like, that's not what they need. I love y'all. See you next week. Girls and Confident and Paid, I'll see you inside. Again, go get this. Bless yourself with some new, easy to implement information. And I'll talk. Oh, the last thing I didn't share about this before I go. I don't have the print in the printed version. I don't have it yet. I added some pages to this document and they're all about your Jupiter gates. Okay. I'm gonna quickly talk about this. When it comes to wealth, which we all want to experience and all deserve to experience wealth, according to our human design, there's a specific way that you manifest wealth unconsciously and consciously. Okay. Unconsciously, I manifest wealth by focusing on being in the present moment. Okay. I am an overthinking, I would say a healing overthinker, right? And I used to always be in my head a lot. I am focusing more on being in my body and being present. So that's my unconscious way of manifesting wealth. My conscious way is through my words and utilizing the best words to share, to teach, to offer people things, right? So it makes sense that I'm hosting YouTube lives and I am hosting Twitter spaces and I'm writing on Twitter because my words magnify or manifest or magnetize my wealth to me. So in the newest version of this, I have, or the newest version, the version that you will find that you will get when you purchase, it goes into understanding your Jupiter gates, both unconscious and conscious. There are journal prompts. And then for every gate, I break down exactly how you are meant to magnetize your wealth to you. Yo, when you pair these things with your branding prompts, it changes the game. Make it easy, okay? Life gets to be easy for you. You're the one that's making it hard, okay? You're the one that's making it hard. I love you. See you next week. Janai, go find out your human design and come chat to me. Okay? Bye, guys.